Right, what's good, people? So we finally have the Iverson skill video. Okay, I'm gonna go through all his basic skills, some of the extra stuff, mainly the stuff that I really don't see people using. Played against a lot of Iversons between peak and bottom of the bottom, and I don't see a whole lot of people using like his full kit for real. I can't say I've seen even one person use his full kit. So we're gonna talk about it. This will definitely be helpful to anybody who just picked them up and is still trying to get things figured out on them. It's also going to be helpful to anybody who may have been having trouble with defenders. Okay, same way I dropped the defense video, letting y'all know how to guard them. This is kind of going to be the opposite, letting people who have him know how you can be broken with him. And not to say that the defense video won't still work. It's just after this point, it comes down to skill, you know? So it'll be a difference between player to player for real. Now, for potentials and then enhancements, we'll cover all that at the end of part two for anybody that's actually interested in it. Just kind of want to get through all the active skills and everything first. Okay, so start off with his crosses. You got your basic, I doubled it that time. You got your basic cross, you go left or you go right. The animation will change depending on what ball hand you got it in. Like right now, it's in my right. So if I go left, I'm gonna get the actual cross. But since it's in my left, if I go left again, I get that first animation y'all saw, just that same side cross. I mean, not same side cross, but same side dribble. Right now, you can double tap it fast, and you can get the double cross, and it's gonna go whichever direction you leave the stick going when you do it. So it kind of just depends on which way you want to go with it. You can also hesitate in between the dribbles so you can get like a that right there. There we go. I don't think I did it right the first time, but that's how it is. Quick little change of direction. Um, it's really a big deal when they're expecting you to do this one because you go this way. Say they're expecting a double, and for you to go back the other way, we'll talk about the combos and mixing stuff up later. Those are his regular dribbles off from the 3 button. His 4 button is going to give you a layup that can be activated from back where you see that blue line at right there. Okay. And do pay attention. You can't do it any closer. Can't do it any closer than right there at the 4 to 5. So you don't want to be anywhere inside of here and trying to do it. I'm pretty sure you're just gonna, you'll just go up with a dunk if you're that close. Um, Now with the lay, if you want to double pump it, or if you want to cancel it into the step back, you have to make sure that you do it when you get to around this area right here, that 4 to 5 mark. Do it anywhere inside that area, and at that point, you're just going to be going up with whatever layup input you put in before. But if you do it from back here, you can get close, snatch back, or pull up jumper, and then we'll show the double pump real quick. See? And for anybody that doesn't know, just so you can see what the double pump doesn't look like, it's just the regular, there you go. Now, the last move is kind of the one that I was just showing a second ago, the step back, which can be used out of 3 or 4. So you can go into the lay, not like that. Okay, let's try that one more time. You can go into the lay and hit it, or you can go into any of the crosses and do it after a cross. After you do it from a cross, though, you're not going to be able to do it for another, and basically until you get that answer drive or answer cross option to pop back up. And after you hit it, then you'll get the step back option. Otherwise, you're just going to pass out. Personally, I feel like when you do the lay into the step back versus the 3 into the step back, I feel like the lay gives you more space. I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, those are all the dribbling moves and everything like that. Now, real quick, you also have your catch and shoot. Okay. Now, what I just did right there is canceling it, but if you don't, you will pull those. Okay. I use this as kind of part of my pump fake bag, which we'll talk about later. Um, it's not really a shot I recommend pulling unless you're actually like just dead wide open and your defender is disregarding you. Just because you float in the air for so long, it's good for the cancel. Just because you're gonna play against people that sometimes are gonna go for that and jump, and then yeah, you get out of it and can go straight into your bag. You feel me? Um, Outside of the catch and shoot, he does also have this little boost he gets when you first catch the ball and go into your dribble, like many players do. And as you probably saw, you can use it out of the jumper cancel as well. You'll still have that same speed boost as long as you don't actually put the jumper up. Okay. He has another one that I can't show in here. Can I? Let me see. If I go to skill practice, it's going to be easier to just look at it out here because it doesn't take that long. It's this air interception, okay, which is just you tapping the shoot button anytime somebody throws at the man you're guarding a bad pass, and as long as you're in the right position, you'll basically just take it. Um, it's kind of cool. That plus his passive kind of give him some slight two-way ability. It's just his size being so small and then not having anything else defensively kind of sucks for him. But he's a scoring guard, heavy emphasis on scoring, so it wouldn't be right to fully balance him out all the way, have him cracked on defense. Okay. Um, Before we get to the passive, let's talk about the cut. Okay, so you got your regular sprint over here, your four. If I run, you see I got 11 seconds left on it. If I hit this circle right here in the middle, you see that Iverson cut comes up, hit that, boom. Okay. It doesn't last long like a regular sprint does. It's really just for that fast initial burst of speed, but it is helpful because you can be trying to get away from your defender, run straight into it with your sprint and keep going through, which will definitely give you a little boost they're not going to catch up to, assuming that your teammate passes it in time and you're not playing against one of the defensive demons that just gets a dash towards you, right? But you can also use it on some like sprint in and then sprint out another direction. Um, just a lot of different ways it helps with playing with him. I like to use him off ball a lot just because of all the different options he has for when he, you know, doesn't have the ball. Not to say that I won't ISO on him. Obviously, that's what he's made for. But when I'm playing on them, the play isn't just over just because I give somebody else the ball. I don't pass it and then just go stand over here. You feel me? I'll be running back and forth in the corner, coming this way, running back out, coming to the circle and doing the sprint out somewhere. That kind of thing. Just keeping the defender on their toes the whole time for real, right? Now, the passive, and then we'll do the ultimate. The passive is on offense. He has a. I tried to run into Buddy like that was going to matter. Let me just show y'all out here. Okay, offense, he gets a boost to his dribbling speed, his chance of breaking ankles, and then his contest zone is going to shrink to a much smaller size and do it a lot faster than normal as long as that little yellow bar under him you see right there is going down. So just because it's full doesn't mean you have it, but as it starts going down, you get those bonuses. Okay. On defense, you're going to have kind of the same thing, but the opposite. You're going to want to make contact with somebody, and when you do, it's going to speed you up and give you an enhanced steal rate or increased steal rate, basically, just making it easier for you to steal the ball or at bare minimum stop people from moving around with the ball. Um, which is why I said you mix that with his guaranteed steal. If he's making somebody pass it bad, oh yeah, the Iverson cut. That's only offensive. So yeah, that's why I said it's kind of tough for him defensively, but it's not. It's not terrible. Okay. Last thing we'll talk about is his ultimate. You can see it says 4,000 out of 400. If I hit it once, the next ult you can see is 800 points, and then if I hit it again, that last one is 1,200. Okay. The 4 and the 800, the only thing that's important to know for real is that they are possible to miss. Okay. If you're at the mid range, there's going to be a less likely chance of you missing as long as you're not contested. If you're not contested, it's a guaranteed midi. But if you get contested, there's only a chance, and it's lower than a lot of other superstars with those mid range alts are, right? Now, the way that I usually go about getting this to work, because there are a lot of people that complain about his consistency and whatnot, I try to mix in as many mid range shots as I can in between all my threes, unless I'm just dead wide open at the three and like maybe I'm cooking whoever it is that's guarding me and they can't stop me from being open out there. Then yeah, I'll just start pulling them. But for the most part, you want to get some middies mixed in between your ults so that you have the proper chances to make shots that you should be making. Now, once you put all that together, you put his cut together, you put his mixing up shots together, the combos. Matter of fact, hold on, because I did forget about that when we talked about his combos. Just like Shea, he doesn't get any like special dribble animations or anything like that. At least not that I've found yet. But just like Shea, you can delay some of these moves. You feel me? Stuff to help you kind of confuse the defender a little bit. On top of you mixing up your shots, you want to be trying to mix up what you're doing that the defender is seeing so that you don't become predictable during the game. That's a big part of why I didn't talk about this big step back right here to go into the shot, because it gives people a lot of time and a good chance to get to you and contest it. And right now, that's what everybody on Iverson is using, just doing the combo and then going into that step back and trying to shoot it, usually a three, which is why what I said in the defensive video about just walking towards them is a really good way to lock up most Iversons right now, because they're just going to combo and go into that step back. But if you're doing your combos, wow, that's not what I meant to do. But if you're doing your combos, you're delaying your moves a little bit, just even a delay, just a quick delay, just doing this, that right there, that's one simple little three dribble combo. And it's gonna kill more people than you think, just because of the fact that that's not what they're expecting to see versus what they've been seeing so far. You feel me? Now, if you mix in the cut, like I said, the mix shots, you mix in your pump fakes. Let's throw the teammate back on real quick. You get your little pump fakes in every now and then, giving you a better chance at getting people to jump to. I think that's probably going to be the biggest tip that's helpful for people, is getting people to try to expect you to do what everybody else is doing. Because as Iverson, you have so many fast moves and things like that that if they do guess wrong, they're torched. There's nothing that they can do about it. You just got to make sure you're not one of the people that they're easy for them to guess what it is you're trying to do. But with the way your contest zone and all that different stuff works, yeah, get it right a couple of times, and then they're gonna stop assuming what you're doing, probably playing defense a little different, trying to back off of you, and it's gonna give you the space you need to hoop out, get used to them, and everything. Okay. Now, before we get out of here, potentials first of all. This is the ones. These are the ones that I roll with. Mid range has never really mattered to me for real. That's why I said that people having consistency issues from mid range. I think that might just be you needing to mix up the shots a little bit. Um, but I run this one because I like that extra dribble and extra steal. I do also have one that I use on my guards usually, which is this one right here. But I'm gonna be 100% honest. I didn't know until like this week that consistency is not how consistently you make wide open shots. I don't remember what it was. Let me go to attributes. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something that has a whole lot to do with a whole lot of other stuff. Chance of being dropped, chance of getting the ball, chance of triggering long range, long time stagger. Yeah, a whole bunch of shit that I don't really necessarily pay attention to. Um, Please go look at that list if you are doing anything with your potentials and don't know what certain ones might mean. I know most of my big men, y'all have probably already seen that because y'all have to pay attention to those attributes and everything. But for everybody else, check that out if you haven't already, because you could be helping yourself out. Um, and then lastly, his enhancements, right? Like I said, shout out to my boy. He helped me get him E6 pretty recently, but I don't think you need him at E6. If I was being honest with you, I would say even E2 is not like necessary. It's just helpful. But I didn't notice a big difference between E2 and E6 for real. I keep mine this way because I like the extra animations that he gets. And I know that Iverson is going to be my main until another shooting guard like Anthony Edwards comes out. So I'm 100% okay maxing out my enhancements on him. Do not try to do this for just everybody that you're pulling. You should have a good idea of both who you have on your account and who's coming soon before you decide to make this decision, just so that you have the best resources available to you when you have somebody that you know for sure you want to max out. Okay. Outside of that, I want to say that's everything. We covered everything. This should help anybody. Like I said, same way the defensive video went, this should help anybody that's struggling on offense get a little bit better, um, get a little bit deeper into their bag with figuring out how they want to go about torching the defense. Okay, so hopefully this helps y'all boys out. Uh, Giveaway is going to be soon. I'm either going to do it right before Wemby drops, or I'm going to do it once, like after the day comes that he's actually here. So stay tuned for that. Extra information will be put out there whenever I am doing it, so you're not gonna miss it. Everybody will know as long as you're tuning in to the videos. But like I said, I appreciate y'all boys watching. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.